What's up, family? Man, I bless each and every one of you. May God continue to guide you, comfort you, and aid you in your growth and development, as well as the healing stages of your life. Man, family, we have to grow up. We have to grow up emotionally. And that's a painful process, truth be told. You know what I mean? It's a difficult process. It's a process that requires time, patience, and hard work. You know what I mean? And it sucks. The truth be told, it sucks. It does. If you see smoke coming, man, I have some incense burning in the back. But it is what it is. Family, yesterday, I got up and I was excited. I was running out the place and had to go meeting at 8:40 in the morning. And man, I ran out and locked my keys in, left my Airpods and my watch. And as I was, jumping on the train, I was like, dang, I can't be late for this meeting. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I'll get back in when I get back in, when I get home. You know what I mean? It's not going to kill me not to have my watch. And man, my AirPods, that's how I listen to my music, my videos and stuff. Man, it is what it is. It's not going to hurt me today not to have that. Stay with me. I'm going somewhere. So often in life, God comes to us and speaks to us in life situations, in normal circumstances, just like that. But the truth be told, the great majority of us, we're not really paying attention. We get so flustered and we get so frustrated, and it's like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. And we go off on this tangent, ignoring and dismissing and minimizing the voice of God when God's trying to talk to us, source is trying to talk to us. And so many of us will sit there and say, oh man, I just need to slow down. Okay, slowing down is good. Slowing down ain't gonna make you listen to God. There's a whole lot of people that move real slow and still don't hear God. You know what I mean? We gotta grow up. We gotta understand that, man, it's so much deeper than what we assume. And oftentimes God is talking to us, trying to let us know some stuff, but we're not paying attention. We're not paying attention to God. Because we think we got this thing called life figured out. We think we already know what we're supposed to know in life. And so we apply these meanings to certain situations in life, and we'll run with that, and that's it. And we'll completely miss and ignore the messages from God. And completely ignore and dismiss and minimize what God is trying to show us at that time. What God is trying to teach us in that moment. So as I was sitting on the train, I was talking to this beautiful soul, and she asked me, she was like, what does that mean? And I was glad that she asked me what did that mean, because I was sitting there contemplating on what that meant anyways. You know what I mean? And just the fact that we were in alignment, that she was asking me what I was already thinking. Stay with me. And so as I was sitting there, it's like, all right, God, there's a reason why I left what I left. I grabbed everything else. I grabbed all the important documents I needed. I grabbed everything except for those three things. And what God was showing was Elijah. You didn't bring your keys because where you're going, those keys no longer serve you. Stay with me. I'm going somewhere, I promise you. Elijah, the keys you have can't open the doors that I'm about to open for you. Elijah, the watch. Because it's not about your time. It's about divine timing. I don't always, as God, don't always answer the door or answer the call when we call him. Because it's divine timing. And so often, so many of us, we miss divine timing because we're so fixated and such control freaks on our time. When we think things should happen, how we think things should open up and all this other stuff. And we completely miss the fact that wait a minute. Let me pump my brakes. Let me get in alignment with God, Source, Universe, and Most High. let him open up the doors that's supposed to be open when they're supposed to be open. Because if I open it too soon, I may not be ready for it. I may not have all the things I need in life to prepare me to walk through that door. And so often we rush running through doors and experiences in life. We jump into relationships we're really not ready for. We jump into situations we're not emotionally and spiritually ready to handle. Because we're jumping the gun. Because we don't understand divine timing. Look, I was talking to him about the AirPods. That old narrative, the old stuff you used to listen to, the old stuff you used to entertain. It's time to change the narrative. It's time to change the dialogue. What is it that you've been entertaining and listening to that no longer serves you? That can't help you as you go through this next door, this next stage in your life. See, so many of us, we're at the precipice, we're at the cusp of God wanting to take us to the next level. God wanting to open up a door and take us through that, get elevated and promoted in life. But many of us, we're still holding on to old baggage. Many of us, we're still holding on to old toxic relationships. Many of us, we're still holding on to these old set of keys that open up all these other doors. And God is saying those keys don't work over here. What you did over there was great. That's not going to work over here. You got to have new wisdom. You got to have new knowledge and understanding and insight to go over here. That was great for down there. But up here, you're going to need some more stuff. Here, you need a new set of keys. Here, you got to have some new insight. You got to have more knowledge and wisdom and understanding. We got to grow up. We got to understand, man, okay, I can't take everybody with me into my promised land season. Everybody ain't ready to go. Everybody ain't capable of going. Everybody ain't done the work that you've done. They see you, they see what you do, but they don't see the internal work that you do. They see you get up and make videos. They see you get up and go to work. They see you handle your responsibilities externally, but they don't and can't comprehend the internal work that you're doing. See, some of us, I could be sitting here having a conversation with you. I could be sitting on the train. I could be at work. And you're looking at me and talking to me and watching me do what I do and never even understand what I'm doing internally. Never even grasp or fathom the fact that I'm doing some internal work. Never even understand that while you're watching me on the train and I'm quiet and I got my AirPods in or whatever the case may be, I'm at work and I'm driving around or whatever you see me doing, there's other things taking place that you can't comprehend, that you don't even understand. And most people miss that. Because most people are distracted with the foolishness. Most people are distracted with the drama and the chaos of life. In this season, God has said no more. I'm trying to promote you. I'm trying to elevate you. I'm opening up new doors for you. I'm taking you to new relationships, new places, new things. You got to let go of some things. You got to let go of this right here. You got to let go of this belief system. You got to let go of this ideology if you want to go into the new season. If you want to be promoted and elevated by God's source universe. Trippers. Yesterday I was going to HR department and signing paperwork for a new position. And as I sat there, did all the paperwork, and I was leaving out, heading into work, I set this peace and this smile. And I was talking to this beautiful soul and was going back and forth about what all this meant and everything. And I'm smiling. It's like, I didn't allow the fact that I left my Airpods. I didn't allow the fact that I left my keys. I locked my keys in the place. I left my watch in there. I didn't allow any of that to rob me of my joy, my peace, you know what I mean? I didn't allow that stuff that I left behind to get me so distracted, to get me so frustrated that I missed out on this divine appointment. And so often, this is what we do in life. We get so frustrated with something that's not working the way we think it should work. And we allow that distraction, we allow that circumstance to fuck off a golden opportunity. We allow whatever it is that we're going through, we allow that mess, that petty stuff right there to stop us from having a divine intervention, divine encounter. We do. And we don't even understand that. Because we get so fixated on, man, I got to change all my plans and I can't go nowhere and I got to wait for somebody to come in there, and we do all this stupid shit and fuck up the fact that God's trying to promote us. God's trying to take us somewhere. God wants us to meet somebody. God wants us to have a rendezvous with divine appointment, divine timing. And we're missing it. Been fixated and focused on this stupid stuff, this insignificant stuff. And this stuff that in the grand scheme of life really has no bearing on your life. My watch, my Airpods, the keys, they have no bearing on my greater good. This appointment did. Now, we got to grow up. We got to be able to pay attention to the signs. We got to be able to learn and hear what God is saying to us. We got to humble ourselves and stop acting like we got this crap all figured out. We got to stop allowing things like this or anything to rob us of our joy, our peace, and our happiness. We got to grow up emotionally. We have to grow up emotionally and understand that it's always deeper than what we thought. It's deeper. We just don't think it's deeper because we're not emotionally mature enough to think that it's deeper or to understand that it's deeper. It is what it is. And it's going to be what it's going to be. Slow down. But don't just slow down. Grow up emotionally. And understand, man, I got to get tapped into God. I got to get tapped into Source. I got to hear what he's trying to say. What he, she, it's trying to say to me. What am I missing out on? What are you missing out on? Because you're not paying attention. What are you missing out on? What opportunities have you missed? What opportunities are you missing? Because you're not tapped in. Because you're not paying attention. Because you think you already got this all figured out. Because you won't take the time to sit there and ask God the question, what is it? What am I supposed to learn from this? What is this supposed to teach me right here? What is this supposed to show me right here? Everything happens for a reason. What's the reason? Man, hope and pray that I said something to inspire you, to challenge your way of thinking, or to even encourage you. I love you guys. I really do. And I appreciate you guys being here. I honor you. Namaste. Peace.